It is the voice of the youth, for the youth, by the youth, and it represents a subculture of creativity that is usually not always put into the mainstream. So it's like a cool ass cousin that you have, and like nobody can touch that cousin. So like that's Level Up Magazine. It's just dopeness. It's raw, and of course it's the underground where we come from, and that's what we want to represent. Level Up Magazine. Wow, it is a 24-hour, busy, extremely important title to have as an editor-in-chief of any magazine. It doesn't have to be Vogue for it to be a serious title for you to take it seriously. So being an editor-in-chief of a magazine is about always being busy, being very, very hands-on with whatever industry that you are connected to. So it would be the creative arts, music, and fashion industry for myself. So I would just say it's definitely a lifelong dedication for what you believe in and what you strive to portray. So it's basically you represent the brand as the editor-in-chief, and that's something that I had to learn along the way, is that every day when you interact with people and you go out into the world, you're representing the brand. And you're also, you also have a spotlight being put over yourself, just depending on how close you work within the industry. So yeah, being editor-in-chief is a really cool gig, and it's a really awesome opportunity to really put out your ideas and see it basically develop into a physical thing, which is the magazine for Level Up. So yeah, I would say it's cool. Very busy though. Well, we're in a growth stage. We always grow, but we're definitely in a really cool growth stage where we're able to kind of like make a bridge between the US and overseas, which is where we're currently based now, temporarily in Melbourne, Australia. So I definitely see Level Up Magazine as making that connection across the globe, so that we can really, really push the brand outside of North America as well. So I really see it in a growth period of expansion internationally, and I also see it at a period of tremendous notoriety in North America or in the US or whatever you want to call it. So I definitely see it as blooming and see it as something that people are waiting to continue to see grow, and definitely something that is gonna like knock people's socks off when they see the upcoming fashion edition, because that is a campaign, Melbourne, Chicago. But as an editor-in-chief, I have so many ideas on future issues for the editorial calendar. So I definitely see Level Up Magazine putting out those 4 issues every year, or maybe even more. Like, we really want to go monthly. So as we're building, we are definitely that's one of the goals, to get to that point of building that, like monthly magazine, so that people can really see our creativity come to life, and also be able to connect with the creative people who we are publishing and putting out into the public eye for the underground scene. So the Level Up Magazine is growth. Level Up Magazine is making international connections, and also Level Up Magazine is basically putting people on the map who really need that voice and who want to be heard, and to truly show that our culture is about business, and it's so many of us who are entrepreneurs and who are creating our own income and really doing some awesome positive things out there in the world. So that's where we're at. We're just all about making sure that we create that captivating content on our website as well. So when you go to levelupmagazine.com, you'll see that content that we're creating as we're getting ready for the Melbourne Chicago Fashion Edition, which will be a double edition. So we're super busy with all of these creative ideas and connecting people across the globe. So that's where we are currently. So the process is definitely, when we first started out, it was always looking for creative people, and now that we are in 2015, we have created a name for ourselves in the industry. So we do have several submissions that we get on the daily regarding photography, modeling, especially music artists, because being from Chicago, we have been able to tap into a market that is just flourishing like on the daily. It's just so many amazing artists, and people who are coming out of the cities across the world, basically, but especially in Chicago. So we get so many submissions. That's one way that we connect, and another way we connect is social media, and also whoever we worked with before, they connect us with others, and then we also go out onto the fields too. So we just don't sit and wait for people to contact us. We actually go out and network with people. So we go to fashion shows, we go to music events, we go to art galleries, and that's a really, really great way to find creative people who are looking for the outlet like Level Up Magazine. And the workload for that is a tremendous workload. It takes more than one person. I'm not saying that one person couldn't do it, but that would definitely have to be like your every single day job for the first 6 hours of your day every day in order to go through all the submissions and get in contact with people. It's easy, but then it's like the time that it takes is the part that you have to get through. So I'm not going to say that it's difficult, and I'm not going to say that it's easy. It's just getting it done when you can, which is right away. It should be right away. And if you let it build up, because you get so many submissions, Level Up Magazine gets so many submissions, then it builds up to a point where you kind of like spend your weekends going through everything and sifting through just to make sure that you've contacted everyone. Because as a publication, especially with Level Up Magazine, we don't want anyone to feel like we've ignored them, because we like to personalize everything that we do. So when we go through emails, we actually go and look at everybody's portfolios, and we read the email in its entirety, and we think of things that we can actually connect them with through Level Up Magazine. If it's an online editorial, if it's in print, if it's a submission for a photographer or a model, we try to find ways that we can fit all of that into our campaign. So just let everybody know, it's a lot of work. If you haven't heard from us, then we will be sending you an email and reaching out to you. It takes a lot. We do have our team, but for the managerial part, it does take a lot, and you really have to be serious. So we can't share all of the information with our team. Submissions are really personal to us, and it just it means a lot when we have people reach out to us. So it's exciting, and I'll say it's really fun seeing all of you all just being extremely creative and making your name. So kudos to you all, and keep submitting. We appreciate it.